Talks with Teachers. I'm going to show you how I use PicMonkey to create images with text on top of it and some designs and some graphics. First thing I want to do when I'm on PicMonkey.com is go all the way to the right to collage. Click that once. And what I want to do is select the image that I'd like to use. So I'm going to go to my downloads. I just recorded a fantastic interview with Julia Thompson. So I'm going to pull up an image of her. And it takes me inside PicMonkey. You've got 4 different icons on the left to choose from. One is the photos. I can certainly upload more photos if I want. The second is the layouts. They offer a variety of layouts. Third one, swatches, if I want to pick a specific color or a specific background design. The fourth is background. I misspoke there, sorry. But I'm going to go to layouts. One I've really liked lately to do all my Talks with Teachers podcast images is the Facebook cover, so I'll select that. I've got 4 different options to choose from, so I'm going to go with the first one right here. And I want to make these 2 boxes bigger, so I'm just going to remove that one. Go back to my picture. I'm just going to click on Julia's image once and then just drag it over right there. Now, certainly while I'm here, if I wanted to add a background color, I could. If I wanted to add a background design, I could. But I like the white background because you'll see when you go to the editor, you can add some pretty cool features. So I'm going to click on that next. I'm going to go to Edit. That allows me to add text, overlays, and more to my collage. Open in Editor, of course I do. And you'll see here on Editor, I can crop the image. I can add some magical effects. I can touch up some things. I can add text. It's a feature I use all the time. I can add some overlays. I can add frames, textures. But this is a feature I've really been in love with lately, themes. So I'll start there. With themes, they've got this cool theme, School U. It's something that I've been using a lot with my Talks with Teachers podcast images. You could include icons for school supplies. You could add correction marks, X's, boxes, circles. You could add dashed lines. You know what? This is one of those things where the more you click through things, the more you're going to become familiar with it. You'll notice here where it says tape, there's this little crown in the corner. That means it's a Royale feature. You've got to pay a little extra. I think they charge about $4.99 a month, which is not a bad price, but I've been getting by just on everything that's free. But I'm going to keep scrolling down because I'll show you a couple things that I really like. I like the class cut-ups a lot. Let's see if I can make this black. There we go. And then when I hit the center image right there, I can drag it over to my picture of Julia. I can even reduce its size if I want. So I'm going to leave that right there. Let's see, can I make it smaller? There was a way to make it smaller and I can't remember, but maybe we'll save that for another tutorial. But I've got my overlay on Julia. I'm going to add some text. I'm going to apply the cut up. I get so many options to choose from. Some you do have to pay for. They're part of that Royale option. But the overwhelming majority, I'd say about 80% of them are free. So let's start with impact. And then I just hit add text right here. And here's my text box. You can tell on the side I could pick basically any color of the rainbow I want. I can adjust the size of the font. So I'm going to go to 72. Since I have the black backboard, I'm going to make this a whitish gray color. And I'm going to type in here, Julia Thompson on Talks with Teachers this week. Of course, I've got to increase the width of this, so I just click it once, drag it wider, 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 pull it down a little bit, see if I get it a little bit wider. Looks like it's too big. I'll select everything and we'll start working our way down. Let's try 65. That looks good, but I would prefer to have it centered. Just click right there. And there you go. There's my 4-minute tutorial on how to use PicMonkey.